All right, so I kind of just wanted to have a chill day and do some clay and hang out and just gab a little. As you all know, I am not very good with clay. I'm trying to put in some teeth, but I just ended up covering up everything I did. Does this look like a dog yet? This dog looks like it's flying. This dog looks like it wants a hug. Would you hug this dog? I try my best, and I think that's what we can say about me. Clay is one of those things I want to be good at, but I'm just not. But I feel like in a lot of ways, it kind of makes me feel good that I'm not good at it, if that makes sense. Like, there's no pressure to like make things good, so I kind of enjoy doing it. I don't know if any of that makes any sense, but it's just like a low pressure thing that I can do and kind of just not think too hard about it and just enjoy, you know? I did a few drawings that I think you guys have already seen, and I'm gonna pick a few that I want to make clay magnets out of. I have worked with air dry clay before, you know, tried to do a Studio Ghibli dragon. The original idea was to do the dragon and then have like no face, calcifer, and the bunny from, I can't remember his name right now, the bunny from Totoro. That's his name. Originally wanted to do that and then like the dragon from Spirited Away, like all in one thing, but I couldn't do that. Originally did the dragon with air dry clay. Didn't look good. We tried our best, it did not look good. Mind you, for the first time working with air dry clay, like, I think I did a good job. It wasn't good, but I tried my best. This watermelon, she's thick, but we love her all the same. So anyway, like, that one wasn't very good. And then I wanted to still do the Studio Ghibli idea. Instead, I used polymer clay. I'll insert a little like clip of how the polymer clay turned out. And I think polymer clay, although it looks better, it took me a really long time to make that, like weeks. You would not think that it took me weeks to do that. It did. I don't know what that sound was. It did take me weeks though. I kind of want to go back to air dry clay, which is why I'm doing these, like making these little magnets right now. I also made a little like cactus. I guess it's like kind of like an ashtray, but I don't smoke and no one in my life smokes, so will this ashtray ever get used? But that's okay. It's a decorative ashtray. So I made that. I tested out the gouache that I was mentioning in my last video. Actually, very solid, very good. I definitely would use this for clay projects if you're, I don't know, looking to get into clay. My juice box is looking a little bit weird. I feel like the angle of it, there's just something wrong. I'm trying to draw out the lines to like help me with the angles, if that makes sense, like draw the inside lines to help me with the angles, but I feel like it's still wrong, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I loved the Liquitex. Was not expecting much, but I don't know, I thought it was very opaque, and that's what I wanted. I think the issue when I was creating my dragon was that the gouache was too thin. And because it was too thin, it ended up cracking, which we don't love that. You know, we love a queen that can learn from her mistakes. So, you know, I know now that the Liquitex is really good, so probably gonna continue on with that. Kind of feel like my egg looks weird, but I also kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like this one. I feel like it kind of like it looks like an egg, and that's really all I can ask for right now. But yeah, like I've just been kind of trying to take things easy lately and take care of myself, do things that I really want to do right now, regardless of if I'm like good at them or not good at them. My strawberry, I don't like the leaves on it, but whatever. Again, I'm kind of hoping I could just kind of Maybe I can pull it together with paint. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Tape cassette, easiest one. We're just doing a rectangle here, so thank God for that. A lot of these shapes are kind of really basic, but I need them to be basic because I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm liking how my cloud is turning out. I am struggling a bit with the edges, but I've been struggling with the edges for all of them, so like, it is what it is. I just don't know how to make them smooth because every time I move the clay, it just does not look smooth. It like creates another divot in the clay. So I'm gonna go ahead and let everything dry and then move on to the next step.
The day you take the cake and then you go out that window, smash it up, break that window. You're a dedicated zero. You wash the writing on the wall off. Called out slow. Fucking with my plans to dance tonight. I don't know if I'll see you at the party back in mine. Yeah, he's waiting at the wall. He just waits to wash it off. Without that badge, he looks too small. Take that smirk off of your face.
So this morning, I saw that my magnets were dry, super excited to start them, excited to the point where I may have missed some steps here. So what happened was I sanded them, which went great, was pretty happy with how they were turning out, and then all of a sudden I went in with gouache. I forgot that I was supposed to gesso these first. The paint just sticks better to it when you gesso it. So I went in and I did the watermelon first, just straight up gouache, no gesso, because I just forgot. It doesn't look good, could be better. I kind of made a little bit of a mistake with it. Maybe I can fix it, but also like it was an accident. Too excited, this is what happens. So I ended up gessoing the rest of them. So we're going to wait for those to dry and then we can go in with gouache like we were originally supposed to do. So that's what's going on with me. Also, my hands, what happened was when I was going in with the gesso, the bottle like sprayed out all this gesso all over my desk and I was like, okay, we're not gonna waste it. So I tried to scoop it up and use it from my desk and then I ended up painting all over my hands. And then also when I was using my gouache, it kind of like, I was opening each pack and it just kind of exploded. So I don't know. This is a weird morning for me. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for these to dry and we'll start painting after that. Right, so my magnets are done. I actually really like the way that they turned out. Best clay project I think I've done so far. I think minus the Studio Ghibli thing that I was showing with No Face earlier with the polymer, but definitely with air dry clay, this is the best that I've ever done. I really enjoyed the process of making these. I definitely want to do this again, and I will do it again. That's a threat. My favorite ones that I made are the juice box and the egg. I think those turned out the best, but overall I'm pretty happy with all of them. Watermelon didn't make it. Some of the other ones I was kind of making along the way that you may have seen in this video didn't make it. That's okay. I was just here to have a good time. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.